about the times you reform. You can either fight back or give up. But I don't understand most people. Imagine it even being an option on the team. How could you not fight? I am thankful to God for giving me this battle. There's nothing I'm more thankful for than God Himself. Because I know none of us don't give up. Which means what happens is you end up
I hope so.
struggle.
I'm not going to go without him.
The dopamine. And if you're addicted to the struggle,
So
you have
why?
any semblance of capability.
What time would you like
You
to
then
go?
become one of the most important forces on the face of the planet.
Where am I going?
I don't have any fun.
I don't want to go to Tim's. You said the beach.
Yeah, 10 minutes is hard.
Okay, but I don't want to go to Tim's.
Why?
Because I do. I just don't want to go there. You just said the beach. I don't want to go to his house. That's what I'm saying.
We have a ball. We're biologically wired to want to win as men. God,
It's no problem.
feeling sad. Do these things. You'll be happy. Fun is not as fun as
You said the beach.
Fun is not as fun as feeling.
Yeah, the beach.
Fun is not as fun as having a vision.
It's right on it.
Fun is not as fun.
Again, words mean
Victory
things when
and
you say
nothing
that.
is fun. Nothing is fun as victory. There's only
It's fun.
forces in the world. Forget what you say.
I mean, I have to see if he's up for it.
Forces in the world. Stress and relaxation. You have positive organs and negative organs. There is a version of you in the world which is
Alright, well, I gotta
which
see
is
if he's up
effective,
for
which
it.
is rich, which is capable, which is
Hey,
charismatic, and funny, and
would you want to ride your
not
bike
in
there?
You need to make a plan.
It's only about 5 miles.
It exists.
Which last night we
You
went
have to make it come
6.83
true.
miles.
I don't believe in faking it before you
wanna
make it.
ride?
There's nothing fake about
So
it.
do you want to ride with
You
your...
have to
do
wait
you want
for
to
the
ride?
rest of the world to catch up with what you
If
already
you
know.
two want to ride,
You
I'll
have to
drive.
see through time
And I can ride back.
accordingly and prepare the told you so that eternally upset characters. I'm saying
Until we
you
get a
must
third bike.
I don't
believe
want to ride.
You don't want to
all
ride?
the things you
You'll
want
drive
to
the car?
happen are going to happen. You must
Are you doing we could ride our bike?
the
Or we can just all drive
plan
the car?
so you can see it all come true to be the man you want to be. It is
All driving the
impossible.
car?
I have never in my life seen a man eats right, goes to the gym every day, and trains hard, not have a good life. The universe is
Jordan, where's my
extremely giving.
cord
It will give
for
you
this?
anything you want. He imagined himself with a good body. He made a plan to get one. He followed the plan and he got it. I've never seen somebody who works hard, who's in the right networks, who's paying attention, who's not rich. I've never seen somebody who dedicates himself to the gym and eats right, who's got fantastic physical condition. It's impossible. You can ask anything you want. All you have to do is make a plan and see it. So, there's no such thing as faking it before you make it. No. You see it and you make it come true. You make everybody else accept your version of reality. You see a version of yourself inside of your mind, and when other people do not see it, when they look at you, you bend space-time and change your outward projection, your avatar, so others view you exactly the way you see yourself. It is called bullying. You must have a vision for who you could be. The power of belief is real. Words and thoughts have
let's get
power.
this show on the road.
June
It is
said,
1st and 10.
they are tools and weapons to aid your ascension to greatness.
Begin with a run
Let
by
me give you a
Mixon.
thought experiment.
Oh, he gets
I was
clobbered
met a very
behind the
old man who
line.
said, I'm a saint. A
Offense in
saint.
the hurry up here.
If I say something, it comes true. Which means I don't need the motivation to do
Play action,
different
here's
things.
Stroud.
I just need to find the energy to say things. But then I have a bond to myself because my word is my bond and my contract is golden. So I do it. So if I say I'll do 1,000 push-ups, I'll do 1,000 push-ups. So when I'm sitting there feeling lazy because I don't want to do 1,000 push-ups, I think, well, if I just say it, then I have to do it. And I always have the energy to say something, so then I do it.
Running left
That's
is
why I
Mixon.
get this training.
And that's
Please
short.
understand
Get
that
done.
using
Set it down.
Come on, D.
hope is a requirement for success.
Low man wins off the line.
Who
That's
wants
all
to
that was
build on
needed to
hope? You
ensure
must become a four-time world
first
champion
down
without
right there.
you cannot put yourself
10
through
from the
the
40
training
mark.
required through the sacrifices and pain unless you believe
Running
and
back
hope
sent in
that you're
motion
going
left.
to win. That's going to pay off in the end. You must believe if you're
You get that.
You must
Someone
believe
stepped in. It's
you can achieve your
intercepted.
dreams.
Brandon Stevens has
He
it.
thought he hit
The Ravens take over
stick.
after forcing
Well,
the
guys,
first
tell me the
turnover
truth.
of
I
this
never lost.
ballgame.
I knew. Hope and vision are slightly different. Vision, you can see where you want to end up. But hope is the belief that for sure the vision will
And I
come
get
true.
it. Opening drives
First,
aren't
you want to
always
get as
good
strong
end
as
up with
physically
points or a
possible. So
touchdown.
you're strong
Good
physically
thing though,
possible.
there's a lot
Next,
of
you want to try and make
opportunities
as
left
much
to
money
make
as
up for
possible.
that
Not even
miscue.
the money, although
Get
money is
yourself
extremely
back
important.
in
It allows you
rhythm
to take care of
and
yourself,
back on
like I mentioned
script.
before. But there's a challenge involved, and solving that challenge is going to make you feel more satisfied as a
First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Not bad.
Well, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Let's get this touchdown.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second
Comes
down.
from success, and making money is success. You should try and make people around you smile and be happy. You should try and encourage positivity around you. You should be the kind of person that no one can really complain about their struggles around, because they know that you're the person who's going to be like, why are you complaining? Just simply fix it.
Throwing again is
Especially
Lamar.
successful people. Successful people are
Got him.
you
He's
gather
on the
everybody.
move.
You keep the friendship, you keep the network.
Jukes one defender.
Got him.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new
top
set of
person
down.
who is and successful and can
Here's
take care of
Derrick
himself
Henry
and
getting
the
on
block
the
structure.
ground.
And
he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You lack something.
Offense up to the line fast.
How do you do this? By honing other capabilities. If you're ugly, become filthy rich. If you're poor, be as strong as an ox. Life is unfair. The primary focus of your energies is to balance.
Lamar now from the gun.
And there's two different ways you can
I thought you had that pick game.
Incomplete.
That was
that you are lacking.
I
You
did.
have the ability to train. So what people don't. Some people born without arms and legs. You, with 2 arms and 2 legs, you're sitting at home jerking off flabby and fat. If you have the ability to train, you should be doing it. But also, there are some things that and you can counteract that problem by teaming
Now
up with
pressure
people
on its way.
compensate for your weakness.
I threw that.
People are strong in areas where you are weak, and you team up with people where you are strong in areas
You
where
got
you're
that
weak.
too, buddy.
So if you have a disadvantage, you also have somewhere God is advantage over others, and it's to excel in that realm. It is your duty
Jackson has it,
to
third
so monumentally influential and powerful within that specific criteria in
He's able
which
to
you
get it to the
have
2
the
before the
ability to
stop.
improve. That your
Working
weaknesses
quickly here.
no longer appear because they can be
Got
simply overshadowed by your network or overshadowed
I'll
by
take
your
3
absolute
points.
competence. The reason I'm the luckiest man on earth is God has given me endless building blocks to build.
And we'll see what they do
He's
about
given
4th
me
and
endless
goal
power.
in a few
He's given me
minutes.
endless
We've reached the
motivation.
end of our first quarter.
Give me endless,
Hopefully no
I have
shortage
endless
of
sources of
excitement
power.
coming up
I can
in
sit
the
here right
second.
now and recall events
We'll make
that
our
would prevent me
return
from
to
seeing.
NRG Stadium
That
after
gives
this.
me a superpower that other men do not have. They want to go to sleep. They're tired. I can stop being tired for days at a time. I can have a thought. I can remember. I can sit, close my eyes, and use the power of my brain to vividly remember events, and I will not sleep. And when people come to me and say, "Oh, this happened. I'm really sad," or "This bad thing happened," I say, "Good.
We'll see
Good.
if they go
So
for it
thank the
here.
Lord that He's given you this endless source of motivation. That's your thing. It's been given to you. Nitrous oxide has been given to you. You just have to use it in the correct way. So I'm the luckiest man in the world because all the bad things that happened to me have given me all the building blocks to become this fantastic man on the face of
That's no good.
everybody
The
on the
veteran
planet.
misses one rather
If
surprisingly.
you walk through life,
That's cool. I kick field goals the rest of the game.
you wake up each day and go, "I don't owe anybody anything. I don't have to prove anything to anybody." You are a loser. You are absolutely not really correct. You must prove yourself. You must prove yourself to your bloodline if you just, as you just discussed. You must prove yourself to God. God hates the lazy. You can't stand it.
And he just
If he
sends
gives
it
you
over
all
the
these
end
genetic
zone. No
dispositions
threat of a
and these
return
natural
at all,
God-given
but now
gifts,
they're going to spot the ball
with
at
2
the
arms
30
and
to
2
begin the
legs,
drive.
you're not trying your absolute best.
They're
That's
out
the
and
reason
set,
you're not
first
lucky.
and
He
10.
doesn't like you. He likes the people which show him the beauty of his own creation. He likes to give somebody building blocks.
Running with Mixon at the gun. And he's brought
What
down
late
for a
wood?
loss.
Funny comedian or a musician
Dose of the
or a
hurry-up
kickboxing
offense
world
here.
champion, like the Matrix, you decide whatever you want to be.
Here's second
God
and
loves to see
11.
that. Those people,
Hits him
for
on the
some
out
reason,
route.
seem to always be
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He going the wrong way, Cub.
When you have an out route
You know,
versus man coverage,
That
you're
was
just
so.
open. And just
don't you say
tricking your
pursuit
offensive
two
guy
tigers,
to
catching
turn
the
the hips of that
play
defender.
and running from
And once you
Genghis
see
Khan.
that, you
I
got to
don't
cut
owe them
loose and let it
anything.
go.
I
Just
owe
as
them
they
a
did
thing.
right there.
So I want to play with them. These people are losers.
Here he is
I
on
wake up
third
every day with
and
something.
long.
I have hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm in fantastic shape.
Good play.
4 times world champion. I will ready to go. I
And
Good
they
play.
finally bring him
Bet it
down.
won't happen
That is a
again.
big gain and a new set
So
of
when I
downs.
hear people go,
Good
"I
play.
don't
They
What
come
a
up
play
big.
on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
But kings felt like they needed to go and conquer land. Isn't that coincidental? That the king,
Where you going?
he needed to go to some far
Where you going?
and conquer and take it and prove he's the king. But the peasants, oh, you've got nobody. You're a loser. You're a dummy. I can absolutely and utterly completely have everything.
Throw it to him now.
That's
He
why
has picked up.
if I say X, I will prove it. If you never take a mark on the world, then you effectively never existed. And when you're gone, nobody will care. And that's very important because you teach it to your ancestors, you teach it to gods.
We lost. We lost. We lost. We lost.
Individual, not matter. Have a life.
Now you better punish.
So guilty knowing you could have done something you're not. Or if you want to try your absolute best and struggle and suffer every day of your life paying the rent for all of the amazing things around you. We pay endless rent. We pay rent for our bodies. We pay rent for our relationships. We pay rent to keep our kids. We pay rent to keep our business. We pay rent to keep our freedom. Every single day is work to pay the rent. It's absolutely never ending. We have to make that choice. What if we take our money and decide do you want to be comfortable, or lower rent bill, or you want to be important and work hard and suffer to make sure that the rent is paid? It's a choice you must make, and it's binary, and you must be extremely struggling.
Leaderboard.
What struggle are you trying to overcome?
Watch, you got more losses than wins now.
I can know for myself. Every single day I wake up and I train.
2 wins, 11 losses.
It's not physical. When my day begins. I'm looking at
You got to learn the basics.
I do know the basics.
No, you don't.
I know how to run routes. I know how to switch my plane. Like I do DK Metcalf switch as well.
I understand, but the same as Fortnite. You know, you got to sit and learn the game.
Social, creative, some kind of spiritual struggle. And those things being satisfied is what's going to satisfy you. People are afraid of accepting there's a problem because then they know they have a responsibility. And they don't want to do anything. One, because they're lazy, and two, because they're afraid they might lose. So they've got to become there's no problem at all. And I think I often say to people in a lot of my videos about a lot of other subjects that it's not always the winning and the losing. It's the fighting in the first place. And there's plenty of men in history you remember who ended up losing in the end. Napoleon, for example, who still fought, which is why they matter. It's not, if you're only going to fight when you're guaranteed to win, then no bravery. And you have to fight so that you can look back on your life and feel happy when you tried to do something when you knew what was going on before it was too late. Forget about the winning and losing for now. Focus on the fight. Most of the people in the world have been accomplished by men who kept fighting and there seemed to be no hope beyond it. I heard it during a boxing match. I think it was Andrew Holyfield against some guy who's not really well known. And Holyfield was losing, and then he started swinging. And the commentator said, "Suddenly the champion returns with initiative and vengeance."
So they come to the
slogan
line
for
for
life.
a
You
first
should wake
down
up in the
and
mirror
10.
and say, "Suddenly the champion
Allen
returns
gonna
with
throw to
initiative."
get things going. He's
Big
gonna
start.
air one out.
You did that.
Initiative and vengeance.
That's crap.
The best possible way to do it. Well,
And the
I think
Ravens
that
have excellent
initial
field
fight is
position
always the best
as
thing,
they take
especially
over
it's the best way
right
to win in
at
the 20s.
midfield.
You feel like
Early in the game,
that
like,
shot.
sometimes you just can't resist. First play,
Ready to pass,
just
though.
get deep. Let's see if we can
And
get
it's going
this
to teach you
defense
everything you need
on
to know
their
about
heels
personal
early.
accountability and hard
Well,
work,
we just saw a
overcoming
worst
fear,
case scenario when doing
dedication.
just that. Not
There's so
only
many
can you
lessons
not
you found
connect,
yourself fighting.
the
And
ball
plus, most
falls into
expected
the
to
waiting arms of this defense.
And I think that you
and
learn
that
more
one
about
shot
yourself and
is
more
all
about
you
life,
got on
more
your
about
opening
reality,
possession.
how the world works.
And a good run
That's
there.
just
Gonna get him a 5-yard
all my wisdom and all the things I say doesn't come from books. It comes from life experience. A lot of my life experience is through reality.
On the option, they
So
give it to
people
Henry.
say, "Oh, Andrew's so smart,
Maybe a
Andrew's so
couple
wise,
there.
Andrew knows so many
It's
things."
third down.
All of that stupid. Like, if you're a warrior in life, the arena may change, but the battle it's just never ending. You have to get used to fighting, you have to get used to being under pressure and under stress all the time. You need to kind of just transform smiling. Yeah,
6 yards field goal.
alternatively, go out there into the world, try and implement your mark on the world, work hard, try to get rich, more money, more problems. You can try and start a business, the stress of that, you can lose your girlfriend, so you can be working. This is a new level of stress, a new level of trauma, but at least you'll be a somebody at the end of it. As a man, there is no easy life. Life is not about being easy, life is not about being
Okay.
your life is always going to be difficult. All of the pain you feel, all of the sadness you feel, you're supposed to feel at the end. And two effective binary choices. You either go through the suffering into the trauma, into the hardship it takes a man of value, or suffer eternity as nobody. There's two ways to suffer. You either suffer as somebody, or you suffer as a perpetual and forever nobody. Life is hard. Life is difficult. Maybe I've just been unlucky, which I don't believe in, but
Where you going?
so much trauma and bad,
Where you going?
negative stress, and all these things that happen to me.
Work to do
And
now
I
as they
use
come up
all of
on
it to be monumentally
second and long.
successful. If I wasn't that way inclined, with the workload that falls on my shoulders, I'd just be in a ditch somewhere.
Where you going?
He'll be hit as he throws
Get
it
some little
aside.
trick plays. I'm hip to that.
You've been extremely fortunate that God smiled on you and allowed you to sit around most of the time doing jack shit. You have yet to be punished for that. I could never have lived that life. If I was a bit lazy or a bit,
Let me get that.
Like, so a lot of these people are just absolutely and utterly blessed by God that they go through life with such a
Let me get that.
mindset, and they still breathe. Like, I don't understand how people can think any other way.
That's two, Josh.
I've spoken to dudes like, yeah, I had a bad couple months. Why? My girl left me. You wasted months. But I really believe God's giving me one of the best lives, and I can't complain about anything bad that's happened. It's all been
Quit too. Come on,
I'm
man.
truly thankful for all. I think if a couple bad things happen to you, you should be intelligent enough to realize that eventually
Then it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset. Because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing
There's two
game.
ways to learn a lesson. Hard way and hard.
This is
He's coming through there. He's coming through there.
happening there. Just
So
a
God
short game.
gives us lessons.
Here's second and 9.
He thinks you need to learn this about yourself or this about other people. So I'm going to give you a difficult tool for you to learn your lesson. Because if I told you, if I just said, hey, Andrew, this is how the world works, you go, yeah, yeah. But when I show you, when you feel it, my wife goes, this is something. You have to feel it to believe it. That's why he was teaching low kicks. You kick your leg off. You don't believe in the power of a low kick. It's the best thing. You have to feel it to believe it. So God will give you your difficult times to learn your lessons. And the lessons are very important for you to be the person who you need to be in this life. The best of planners. I'm thankful for the lessons he's given me.
I saw that linebacker bail out.
How can I not be grateful to God for making me so
often the tight ends are
wise
considered to be
and the
the
ability
possession
to
guys,
look
right?
at
They're
things
the
so
guy you
deeply and
throw
come up to
to
the
when
right
you need an easy
decision
catch.
and
You need a reliable target.
perfectly.
But not this guy. He is a
That's
downfield
ball
weapon.
game,
He
Cole.
just showed you right
So when
there
you sit
what
and
he's
say, I
capable
want an
of.
easy life, what you're saying is
I'm gonna kick
you're a
field
dummy,
goals
and
the
you want
rest
to be
of
a
the
dummy.
game.
You want to stay a dummy. I want an easy life, and I don't want
There
anything
is
bad to
Tucker,
happen.
and he'll kick
Even though
this
it
one
teaches me
away
lessons,
after the
I'm too big to
touchdown
go.
was
I
scored.
can't handle the emotional
And that'll
pain.
go
I
out
can't
of
handle
bounds.
the
A
stress.
great
I don't
effort.
want to
They
be a dummy.
wanted
I want to
pin
be
them,
smart.
a
If I want to be
directional
smart,
kick
then
to cover it, but
know
instead
that
the
I'm
ball
a
goes
more
out of
formidable, more
bounds, so it
competitive version of
backfires,
myself
and
after
they'll
every
take
single
over
bad
at the
thing that
40-yard
happens.
line.
It's one less thing to
Man in
fear. It's
motion,
one less
heading
thing
left.
to be worried about. We've done it before.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down.
That's picked
All
off.
these things I say have been learned. You should basically
Trying to get it to
good life.
Dalton
You professional
Kincaid
fighting,
there.
you
And it'll bring up second
and all
down.
bad things happen to me, struggle. All of my lessons have been bad things, bad events, bad scenarios, bad situations, pain,
Out of the
suffering,
gun, here's
anger.
Allen.
All these
Taken in.
horrible
He
things.
on
I've
hold
learned
it.
everything. So
And he's
I thank
taken
God
down
for giving me
inside
everyone
the
wants to see
opponent's
life, wants to stay
35.
young. What do you learn?
And if
You
he's
play
late
what?
with that
Get
throw,
money.
like, there's a
You buy
really
some
good
money.
chance
You
a
go to
defender
shop,
could
get
have
some
made a
money.
play
You
on
go
it,
to some
but he
restaurant.
does a
What do
beautiful
you learn
job. He
about
puts the
anything?
ball
You're
out in front of
completely
his
at that.
shoulder,
The
leads
thing
the
that's so
receiver,
interesting is that
and allows him
people
to
are
get
choosing the
upfield
safe
and pick up
option
the
is
first down.
actually choosing the most risky option. So you're not taking the safe option. You
Now
take a coward's
Allen
way
on
out.
first
It's
down.
exactly where a coward
He
is.
gets there, and
Coward
down he
is
goes.
not
A
get to
sack.
enjoy the shade of the olive tree. Unless you fought in the arena, unless you've been a gladiator, you never get to kiss a man with
From the
You
shotgun,
support it
it's
from
Allen.
bravery. So if you
He'll
choose to
touch
say
it,
what
carrying that
Look
ball
at that.
nicely, and it
don't
is
end up with your
out.
safe.
One of
The
the
safe option
Ravens
doesn't work.
has it.
You take risks. You try and start your own business. You go all in on things. You go wild. You need to be a man who's not afraid to stand up and think, fuck it, it's all on my back, and I'm going to find a way to pull this off. Because any other way, any other option in the world today only leads to a bad scenario. The safest thing you can do are the riskiest thing. That's the now scenario we're in. Every single gamble I've taken, which was seen as risky, all paid off for me because I dedicated myself completely. And I think a lot of you at home right now may not be in our position, but You're already
Man, I
working,
don't
you're
know.
already in the gym, you're already training. Make sure that you're getting as much muscles as possible, as much money as possible. You're dedicated. You don't sleep in. You don't waste your time. You don't smoke weed. You don't play video games. You're focused.
Hopped up out this Cybertruck, my wrist cost a lamb. I'm tired of buying cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still
You tell her, yeah, you try and make her scared. You blah blah, right? That's not gonna work. She's a powerful move. It's just a